across the country right now, and first of all, let me apologize, man, for the absence. It's been so much going on in my life personally, but that's no excuse. But I'm here today to address the unrest that's going on across the country, the problems, the issues. Let us be first aware and most aware of the fact that this is not a black and white situation. This is a good and evil situation. We're talking about a small amount of individuals who are cursed from their fathers. And then let's also understand that there were a whole lot of white people that died in the civil rights movement. Probably about as much as there were black people, but they died first. There were a lot of people, we would call them whistleblowers, who didn't agree with the system and the way that it was going. They thought that we should have equality. They hid us in their homes. They fought with us. They marched with us, and they were killed first. So now we're talking about a small percentage of people who are cursed from their fathers. So they can be police officers, firemen, congressmen, presidents, mayors. In these cases, they are police officers, cursed by their fathers, with the exception of Zimmerman. The same curse, but he wasn't actually a police officer. But let's understand that this is an evil against good fight, and not a black and white or rich and poor or any of those things. Now, after the good and evil fight comes the economic fight to regain what we have lost as a people. But that's a whole nother fight. Let's not get those crossed or twisted. Let's keep the understanding in a place where we can grow on. I'm glad to see that this was not what happened in Boston was not a copycat thing and went around the country. Mostly in part, and sadly in part, because a lot of y'all don't watch the news. So that's where the beat of my drum comes in, because the world don't move. What they said, the world don't move from the beat of just one drum. So you know, you got another drummer boy, you got another outlet. Shout out to 88.1, man. They doing their thing. I'm here in Vegas, man. It's all love, and that's what I'm trying to convey. Once again, it is not a black and white issue or a police and citizen issue. It's a good and evil issue. Please be aware that when you begin to fight, you have to know who your enemy is. The enemy is Satan. The enemy is not a Caucasian. I'm sorry to bust the bubble for a lot of you, but the enemy is any man who is used by evil. You have to choose whom you will serve. Period. I'm not saying that, and I would never say or imply that anybody deserves to die. But we have far too many young men on the streets doing nothing in the way because they have no guidance. Let's do what we can, man, and put it together, man. I myself have founded an organization called the Felony Fighters. We're teaching kids what they give up by catching a felony. The right to bear arms, the right to vote, and so on and so on and so forth. The right to lead a country, you know? Do your part, and I'm gonna do my part, boy. It's the Hood Critic, man. T.H.C, young mad, young devious, whatever you want to call me. I just felt I had to address that issue. I love each and every one of y'all, whether you hate me or love me. It is what it is. I'm gonna fight for mine, so, you know, knuckle up. It's the boy, the Hood Critic, man. These Never Enough Studios, man. I love y'all, man. And I hope that we can continue to focus on what really going on. THC, LV, what it is. I love y'all.